the Cardinal Bayuga Theatre for Studio 32's production of Guys and Dolls. Let's go and have a look. So I'm here backstage at the Cardinal Bayuga Theatre with some of the cast of Guys and Dolls. Okay, here we are with Andy. Andy, tell us what character you play in Guys and Dolls.
The character I play is Nicey Johnson, who basically works for Nathan Detroit, setting up his crap game.
Okay, and why do you like Guys and Dolls? Why is it a great musical?
I mean, it speaks for itself. The music is fantastic. The characters are brilliant. I mean, the response we've had to the last 3 nights from the patrons has been absolutely amazing.
Okay, and your theatre group is called Studio 32. Tell us a little bit about Studio 32.
Well, Studio 32 were formed in 2013 by like-minded people who wanted to put on musicals. And since our inception, we've put on 15 musicals. This is the 15th. And as a result of that, we've been able to contribute over €38,000 to local charities. So it's been really worthwhile.
Okay, and tonight's your last night. How's it been going?
It's been going fantastic. If you'd asked me a week ago if we were going to get this type of show, I'd have said no. But everybody's worked really, really hard over the last 2 weeks. And we got there. And the audience response is the proof of the pudding, really.
Okay, I'm still here backstage, and can you tell us your name and who you play in Guys and Dolls?
My name is Donna Waters, and I play Adelaide.
Okay, tell us a little bit about Adelaide.
No, she's a character, all right. I think you can tell by the get-up. But she is a long-suffering fiancée of Nathan Detroit. It's been 14 years, and to say she's getting a little impatient is an understatement. So her complete aim in life is to be married, specifically to Nathan Detroit. So that's what she does the entire play.
Okay, and did you know about Guys and Dolls before you were in it?
I had heard about it, but I'd never seen it. So when I actually watched the movie before I watched any of the plays. And when I saw the part of Adelaide, I just had to go for it. It was wonderful. She's so fun to play.
And how long have you been part of Studio 32?
I guess it's been about 1.5 years. I was in one other production, South Pacific, but I was just in the chorus in that one, so I'm really enjoying being one of the leads.
Okay, and you're Canadian, I believe, not American. People might think she's American. She's not. She's actually Canadian. What are you doing here in the sunny Spain?
Well, I'm a bit of a gadabout. I spent 27 years in the Arctic, and I came here to thaw out.
It was the perfect place.
It certainly is.
And I believe you've got some friends coming to see you today.
Yes, they flew in from Canada just to see me, so they're awfully good friends.
They certainly are. Well, you tell them to find me later and we'll have a chat.
I definitely will.
Hi, can you tell us your name, your real name, and who you play in Guys and Dolls?
My name is Katie Pearl, and I play Sarah Brown in Guys and Dolls.
Okay, Katie, and how long have you been with Studio 32?
This is my first production, first show ever in my life. Yeah.
And how are you finding it?
Everyone is so kind and generous, and lovely. It's really been amazing. It's been awesome.
Did you know anything about Guys and Dolls before you were in it?
Well, I'm actually very young. I'm only 19, so I hadn't heard of it before.
You hadn't even heard of the show?
No.
And how do you find it? Do you like it?
I love it. I think it's just so funny and cute, and I love it. I really love it so much. It's got so much character and suits everyone of all ages. Everyone gets all the little tiny jokes. I love it.
And it's your last night tonight. How's it been going?
It's been going pretty well. I'm surprised I wasn't very nervous on my first night, so I'm a very nervous person. That was great. And I've got my family seeing me today, so I'm very excited.
So who have you got coming in tonight?
I've got my mother, my father, my boyfriend, my sister, her boyfriend, and my ex-boss.
Excellent. And have you always lived in Spain?
I moved to Spain, well, my parents moved me when I was 5, and my father's from England, my mother's from India, so mixed race, and I love living in Spain. I would never move. I love it so much.
I don't blame you. And do you think you'll be in a few more productions with Studio 32?
Definitely. I've really enjoyed it. Everyone's so lovely. I'm really happy.
Hi, can you tell us your name and what character you play in Guys and Dolls?
My name is Bill Nicholson. I'm playing the part of Nathan Detroit.
Okay, tell us a little bit about Nathan Detroit.
Nathan organises the illegal crap games around New York, or just delving and dodging and daving, trying to keep clear of the police, and he's having great trouble finding a location for the current thing. And he's also on a long-term relationship with a character called Adelaide, who I think you've already interviewed. He's been engaged for 14 years, but he can't find time to actually pop the question and get married, which causes her a great deal of frustration.
She mentioned.
Yeah.
And how long have you been with Studio 32?
Around 8 years or so. Done about 10 shows, I think. Having come over 21 years ago, having done 120 plays and musicals in the UK, I decided to retire. But I was persuaded to come out of retirement from a part called Tebbia in a show called Fiddler on the Roof, because it's a part I hadn't done in the UK. So I grew the beard and that was it. And that got me hooked again. And I've enjoyed it ever since. Every show I think that's my last. I'm too tired, I'm too old. But they keep hauling me back like the bad penny, keep turning up.
But it's good fun, isn't it?
Yeah, I enjoy it, else I wouldn't do it. Once the adrenaline rush stops, that's me finished. Yeah, as long as I get nervous before I go on, I know all is well. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And how have the audiences been this week?
I think they've been quite good. We didn't get too many in the first 2 nights. This 90-day rule has caused no end of difficulties. People can't get organised when they want to book things and so on. But the Friday last night was better, and tonight I believe is fairly full, as you would hope and expect for a last night.
I've really never been in love.
Okay, so I'm here backstage with one of the chorus. Can you tell us your name and your parts in the play?
I am Paige Lee. I'm playing as the Bobby Sox Girls, Mission and Crap Shooter.
Excellent. And is this your first production with Studio 32?
No, it's not. My first show was South Pacific and I played as Leah in the last show.
Okay, and have you been enjoying it this week?
I've been enjoying it, yeah.
And what's your best moment so far in the show?
Just singing the songs and just expressing, how the song's feelings are.
Excellent. And I think you're the youngest member of Studio 32.
Yes.
And how does that feel?
Kind of a bit awkward, but I'm used to it.
So you need some more younger people in the group, is that what you're saying?
No.
Hey, what the hell is this? Hey, Nathan, what the hell is this?
An important part of any production is what happens behind the scenes, and I have the pleasure of talking to Roger. Roger, tell us what you do for Studio 32.
I look after the sound, basically. For this show, we're running 31 radio mics. So every person on stage is mic'd up, and everybody has to sing, even if they don't want to. It does mean we have a lot of gear. There's all this equipment, and to be honest, the equipment does go wrong. So,
Have you had any problems this week?
yes, many problems. We have got spare equipment, and we're forever swapping it in and out. That's what we do.
Exactly. And how long have you been doing sound?
With this group, just the last 2 productions, but I've been doing it for other groups for 7 years now.
All right, so you're an expert. Was this your job before, or is this something you've started doing recently?
Yeah, it was something I was thrown into. My wife joined a group, and the guy who did the sound had to leave, and I was thrown into it. But I really enjoy it. It's just something I love doing.
And you've never fancied actually going on the stage?
I went once in a panto, and my kneecaps were jumping up and down all the time I was on stage, so I'm never going to do it again.
Well, apart from the fact it was in San Florencio, it was absolutely brilliant. Yeah, it was a really good comedy, a really good laugh.
Whereabouts are you from?
Well, we're from the La Marina urbanisation, so...
Oh, not too far.
Not too far, pretty local, yes.
And how did you hear about the show?
It was through one of our friends who has previously been a member of the group here, and they invited us along, and yeah, we came. It's the second show we've been to. Absolutely fantastic.
Absolutely fantastic. Really professional. Thoroughly enjoyed it.
Good singing, good acting. It was brilliant.
Yeah, no, it's quite interesting. It was a pretty good show.
We loved it.
It was a great show. Absolutely. Yeah.
So that's it. Another show finished by Studio 32. A great performance, fantastic musicals, some brilliant singing, great acting, fantastic experience. Live theatre's here.